Okay, welcome in Jungsun Mädels. Das ist Michael Schumacher. And for those of you savages that still don't speak German, I am Michael fucking Schumacher. We are back for round 11 of the 2023 season in our Schumacher Road to Glory series. 3 more races until we are able to start developing the car and don't have to start at the back of the grid anymore. Austrian Grand Prix in 4 days. We have a regulation vote coming up. What is this? Fastest lap bonus point, yes to no? No, I'm going to go vote against this because we always end up getting that fastest lap. So, cost cap projection warning. We are on track to go over the cost cap before the end of the season. There will be a link to our finances. How? I haven't been spending money on anything. I haven't spent money on anything. Recurring outgoings. Last 30 days. 30 days balance negative $7 million. Monthly balance $3 million. Huh. Drivers, staff, facilities. Our facility costs are $15 million? Are you serious? And what is this other? I don't... Well, if we go over the cost cap, we go over the cost cap. We'll get hit with penalties again for next year, but I think we're okay for now. So... post-race debrief, engine cooling. So the adaptability should be improved. Well, we do have a point here. His adaptability is at 73. No, I think his adaptability is the least of our worries right now. I think we need to be working on... Yeah, we're going to add it on to that. And Mick is finally up to a 78, ladies and gentlemen. Enzo gets a point as well. Where do we want to put it into? I think we're going to have to work on his pace. His pace is the... Yep. We'll just go from the top. And Enzo is also up to 64 now as well. Does Pietro get a point? Pietro does not. How about our staff? Let's check our staff. All right, Diego's got 1. Cooling, DRS Delta, medium, low speed. We'll add it onto medium. And how about our race engineers? Nothing for our race engineers. So I think that is it for now. Regulation votes come in and gone. 4 days to the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. Let's go take a look at our cost cap projection warning. We will receive a fine. Okay, so nothing really important there. To help us with that, we will try to gain all of these race targets now. Finish position streak. Okay, that is it, I believe. Yes, that is it. Now, how much does it... Oh, I think it's the monthly upkeep that is costing us a whole bunch of money for our budget. Yeah, some of these cost $1.5 million. That's fine. All right, we're going to start the race weekend, guys. I'll take care of practice and quality like I always do. I'll see you guys for the start of the race. All right, guys, we are back from quali, and Mick ended up on pole once again, and Enzo P6 again. Some consistent P6 there. He must be a Super GT fan or something like that, but he always seems to qualify P6. Anyway, we are starting at the back of the grid anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and take a look at our confidence. 99 and 97. Good job from our engineers. It's going to be a dry race once again. Medium to hard's easy, so we will do that for both drivers. And can we give them some extra fuel? Yes, we can. Let's give these guys 1 lap worth of extra fuel here. See if that'll help them out a little bit. Medium to hards, plenty of tire life left at the end of each stint. So let's go ahead. I'm going to assume that there are going to be 1 or 2 cars that probably start on softs, as I think soft to hards will probably work as well. I don't see any red rim tires here, or red line tires anyway. We'll see. Alfa Romeo on pole. Look at that. Alfa Romeo, Alpine Alfa Romeo. I think Verstappen had a grid penalty anyway. But let's see, mediums and hard. So everybody's doing a one-stop medium and hard strategy. So let's go ahead here. Make sure Enzo doesn't fight with teammate. we'll go onto this 2X and start the race here. So not a great start for us. Although we do get by Stroll. Or Mick gets by Stroll anyway. Can he get by Alonso here? No, not quite. Alonso taking the inside position, but we managed to squeeze through there without any damage, thank goodness. Enzo still in last place as of right now. But that's fine. He will work his way up. Gain 2 positions in that one corner, which is great. Up next, Zhou Guanyu and K-Mag in the other Haas. K-Mag doing better than Alonso. Wow, that's interesting to see. Really short lap here at Austria. Only about a few seconds over a minute here for the lap times. What are we at? A minute 10. Well, that was the first lap anyway, so I think it's about a minute 6 or a minute 7 for your average lap time. And we're having some problems getting by Joe here after getting by 4 cars or 3 cars at the start of the race. Tsunoda now is outside of DRS behind us, so we don't really have to worry about the cars behind us, although it's kind of bad for Enzo as he will be in a DRS train anyway for the next lap or 2. Enzo manages to get by Lance Stroll, and we should have an easy time with getting by Zhou Guanyu here. He does get DRS, but let's see if we can get by. We are on better tires. There you go, Mick. Can we get by Magnussen? These are really the only 2 spots to overtake, which is turns 2 and turns 4. Or is that turn 3? Whatever it is at the top of this hill. I don't know if that's 2 or 3. F1 has a weird way of numbering their corners. But here we have Magnussen and Ricciardo. It would behoove us to get by real quick. There's a yellow flag. I think we might have shoved somebody off behind us.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Oh no, that was Bottas going wide.
Now we see Valtteri Bottas. That lockup could have cost them.
There we go. So we gain a position effortlessly going into turn 1. And look at that, by lap 4 we're already up to P12 and Enzo's worked his way up to P17. So looks like it's going to be a good start, though this isn't going to be like Silverstone where we take advantage of other cars doing a 2-stop. I think most people will be doing a 1-stop here, as the 1-stop was the first strategy given to us by the game. Alright, now we have to do a little bit of work to get back to within DRS here.
We are the fastest car on track.
That's good, we get the fastest lap point as of right now. And then we have the 2 AlphaTauris battling in front of us, Albon and Vettel, so looks like it should be a nice easy race. What is our gap to the leader? A little under 10 seconds, that's good. Alright, we will go 8x for now. Leclerc, holy cow, Leclerc and Gasly up in the lead. Verstappen has worked his way up to P3 while battling Norris for P3 right now. Enzo has worked his way up to P13, got a little bit of clean air in front of him to try and catch up to the AlphaTauris, but Mick is slicing through the grid right now. We have Hamilton and Perez directly in front of us, and we have a whole bunch of fuel. You know what, we'll give Enzo some extra fuel to play with here so he can push a little bit, and same with Mick. Mick now up to P8 with the fastest lap still. We just got by Hamilton, and now Perez. Grid's kind of jumbling a little bit in front of us. We're stepping all the way down P5 at the moment. Work our way past Norris.
You're doing a good job.
You're doing a good job. I love his voice. Leclerc's engineer and Gasly's engineers they probably have the most unique voices. I can't tell the difference between the Red Bull engineers though. Both of them sound the same to me. Alright, so Mick now up to P3. Wow, that did not take long at all. And Enzo, where's Enzo? Still P13. Having a little bit of trouble here with the AlphaTauris. If we put him into overtake, will that make it a little bit easier? Should, right? No, we're going to get boxed in. Unfortunate. Now Mick having a little bit of an issue here with Leclerc. Since we're behind Leclerc, or Gasly. Oh wait, oh okay, never mind. I thought Leclerc was behind us there for a second. Alright, so we're having Mick deploy now just to catch up to the 2 cars in the lead, and hopefully drop Russell, who's still within DRS. We're about to run out of battery here, though. Russell doing really well in the Mercedes, which looks like the fourth or fifth fastest team on the grid right now. Enzo split the AlphaTauris. He is now right behind Albon. We'll focus on Enzo for a little bit now. See if we can overtake here and then deploy on the next DRS straight. AlphaTauris just don't have any straight line speed. They have DRS and it's still not really... Oh, just went into the back of us there. Alright, let's catch up to Sainz now. Catch up to Sainz, get within DRS, and then that should help us defend from the cars behind. You can see the huge pace difference between Mick and Enzo. Started P19 and P20. Mick is already up there in P3, chasing down leaders, and Enzo's still at the back. P11 now, just getting into the points. 15 laps in. Yellow sector 1, please not us, please not us. Not us, okay, good. Now Mick is 4 seconds behind the leaders. Oh, that was Sainz. Okay. Would explain why he dropped back 3 positions. Now Enzo is a second and a half away from Perez. Perez not having a really great year this year. He's well behind Max in pace and finishes much further back than where Max does, but that's fine with me. We might even go into harvest mode a little bit here. We'll let the pace of Checo just drag us along the track with DRS. Save us a little bit of battery where we can use it for catching up to the rest of the guys. And Perez is not that far back, actually. 14 seconds or so. Look at that, we were harvesting and we still managed to pass Perez on track. And he's fighting back now. We'll go back into neutral deployment just to shut that down. Yellow sector 2. Alright, now Mick is 2.5 seconds behind. So we will go and start harvesting with Mick as Russell is now 3.5 seconds behind. Not really much of a threat. I think Leclerc and Gasly are just going to be using DRS to push each other a little bit further from P3. 3.3 seconds. See, we can gain through these sections of the track, but once we get back to the DRS straights, we start losing time again because they're just skipping over each other and making the gap larger and larger every DRS zone that they hit. Alright. Enzo catching up to Norris and Hamilton here. Still outside of DRS, but they'll be battling each other through the rest of this track, so hopefully that will help Enzo catch up a little bit. Now, maybe we'll go into deploy mode here, see if we can get DRS on the next detection zone. Not quite, not quite. Can we catch them going into turn 1? No. Well, we will get DRS on the next straight, which is good. Alright, so we are within DRS now to Norris and Hamilton. We'll have him sit there for a little bit now. And distance from leader, 13 seconds still. So the leaders aren't really pulling too far ahead, and these two guys fighting should allow us to sit back and harvest a little bit of battery. We're going to make 1 pass. We're going to make 2 passes, and now we find ourselves in P7 with Enzo while harvesting battery. Oh, that's interesting to see. Mick is now 2.5 seconds behind the leaders. We might even have him harvest a little bit of battery now as well, since Verstappen and Russell are fighting, and they are now 4 seconds behind.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
I'm not going to have Enzo. So once this yellow bar fills up, you can't harvest anymore, but if you go into harvest mode, he won't deploy either, so the blue bar doesn't fill up quite so much. So you're not harvesting battery, but you're not wasting it either, or not wasting it quite as much. As you can see, a little bit of blue creeps back into the bar, but at least he's not draining the battery. So if you go into neutral, that bar will start rising again as he's deploying much more than normal. You can see that there. So we are still caught behind Norris and Hamilton now, as it didn't have enough battery there to use to deploy and pull away from them. So I'll spend another maybe lap or 2 harvesting, try to get a little bit closer to 100%, and then we will make a move there. Now, okay, Mick is good.
Oh, they've run
Let's go
wide.
into... Who's that? Joe. All right, I'll go into 8X now. Enzo still on the back of Norris and Hamilton. Good. We're close to 100% now. Once he gets back out in front of Hamilton, I'll use deploy to help Enzo pull away.
Oh, and
Okay, there we
Ferrari just
go.
gained a place.
Mick now getting a little bit closer to... We are about a little under 2 seconds. Well, no, we must have done something because we lost a bit of time.
We've
But he
just
can see
had a
them.
car run wide.
All right, we're into the pit window now, so we can actually... We'll probably go into attack and kill the last of this battery. Oh, these tires here to try and draw us closer a little bit. No.
I
No,
think there's been a
Enzo
lock
wasn't
up.
really able to pull away. At least not with battery anyway. Now Mick's caught up to the leaders. Mick should be within DRS of the leaders now. 2 more laps until our pit stop. Oh, Leclerc.
Ferrari advanced the
Something
race
just happened to
position.
Leclerc. And we'll go a couple more laps.
Sounds like a spin. Let's
Ah,
see what
Leclerc
happened
spun.
there. Watch this.
I just saw him
There's
stop
Leclerc.
on the mini-map. Good.
And there it is.
I thought we made contact. I was hoping we wouldn't have any damage, but still have about 45% tire life left for Enzo and about 48 for Mick. So we'll probably go a few more laps here to give us a longer stint on our hards. Oh, Schumacher locked up. We're going to get by Gasly, which is good. No, not 16X, 8X. There we go. All right, where is Enzo now? All right, Enzo can probably come in. We'll have Enzo come in for hard compound tires. And then Mick can probably go 1 or 2 more laps. Oh, darn, I didn't get it. We're still fighting with Gasly.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa Romeo. I think someone's run wide.
All right, where's Mick? All right, we'll come in this lap right here. Still have Gasly right behind us. Damn it, I missed it again. Is Gasly on the hard compound tires? Is that why he's going so long? They are. Yes, everybody's on the hards in front of us, so Mick should retake P1 once these guys go into the pits. And then where's Enzo? Enzo's in P7. I don't know if... Nope. Oh, Mick.
Let's take a look at the replay. Right, watch this. There's Schumacher.
Did we get any damage?
Seems to
No
have been a
damage.
lockup.
Okay, well, we are still P5. I think we got penalties. Now we're only down to 84% on our tires now. 14 seconds. We should still come out in front. And Enzo... Alright, now Enzo is in front of Perez, who still hasn't stopped yet. I think we should still be okay here, boys.
Lando pitted now.
We have Gasly, Verstappen, and Ocon in front of us. Let's go ahead and deploy here just to make sure we come out ahead of those guys. Gasly into the pits right now. Ocon into the pits. We got out in front of them. Okay, so we should be okay. Enzo even out in front of them too. Battery
Just a
is
reminder on
empty.
DRS. Okay, copy.
Enzo came out behind Verstappen. And Gasly should be able to overtake those two. Oh my god. Even with the fastest car in the grid, we still cannot manage to stop from fucking spinning every fucking race.
Did somebody spin out there?
Alright, so Enzo back down to P7 now. Mick still in P1 by far. We have a 10-second gap to Leclerc, or to Gasly, which is good because we have a 5-second penalty. We'll go easy on the fuel now. Everybody's already pitted as well in front. So, alright, Enzo's going to have to work his way back out. I mean, he's not too far back. Got Hamilton in front of him. Let's go ahead and use our fuel here. Ah, that sucks. Alright, we're going to have to harvest for a little bit. I don't think we're going to get a 1-2. We're a little too far back now. 22 laps, 23 laps left. Alright, we're going to have to manage Enzo here if we want to do well. Come on, Enzo. Alright, we got in front of Russell. We're going to get in front of Hamilton here? No, not quite. We should be able to get Hamilton in the next DRS zone now. Back markers screwed with us there. Come on, Enzo. There we go. Let's go ahead and deploy. Now, the Mercedes, I think the Mercedes were giving him issues before as well, so... Ah, shoot. All out of battery again. Alright, still a chance to get Enzo onto the podium for now. As you can see, Verstappen's not that far ahead of him. But we don't have much battery to work with at this point. We're going to have to harvest for a little bit, but now the Mercedes are going to catch up, I think. Come on, Enzo. Verstappen is right there. 8 seconds ahead. Gasly is driving really, really well. We have a little bit of fuel left. 10 laps left to go. Fucking hell.
Was that a lockup on the track? We can take a look.
Is that a back marker too?
Okay,
did we just crash into a back marker? God damn you.
Contact there, and that caused a lot of damage.
Hang on. Alright, what's the damage? I want to see the damage. Just to the front wing. That is the worst kind of damage. Fucking hell.
There's been contact and several cars involved.
Well, might as well go all out here. 7 laps left to go. And,
Good lap.
I mean, I don't know if it was really smart giving the fastest lap point to Enzo there, but we need him to haul ass right now. Where is 14, 13, 12, 11? Ah, Bottas is very far ahead. Very far ahead. I mean, we might be able to catch him, but we're going to have to overtake these guys as well. Even on soft tires, I don't really know how possible that is. And we're... Jesus. Could have had like a 1-4, I think, at the very least. I think we were in 4th place. Or P4, Enzo was in anyway when that happened. And now we're not even going to finish in points with Enzo. What a terrible race.
And last lap.
We're 1.5 seconds away from Ricardo and Sainz, but it's not really going to do much. They're still P13 and P12 anyway, so... Oh boy. That race sucked.
No DRS. No DRS for him.
Alright, boys and girls, we ended up with the victory at least. At least Mick won the race there. Not a very good race for us. I think we were P5, okay, because Ocon was ahead of us, so we could have gotten a 1-5, come home with 26 points, and then I stole the fastest lap point away from Mick, so he didn't even get that. That sucks. Oh well. Driver standings still is as follows: Mick in P1, Max P2, Enzo P3, then Sergio, Charles, Valtteri, Pierre, Lewis, Esteban, and then George. Constructor standings: Ferrari. We are still... Yeah, we gained a bit on them. We gained 5 points on them. Where was Checo? Oh, never mind. Checo did finish in the points. Verstappen only finished P3. I thought he finished P2. Alright. How much did we gain? Wow, 2,000 experience gain from Enzo there. Well, at the very least, he's getting better anyway. And we got some development points. So, disappointing race, to be honest. We did get the victory, but Enzo didn't even finish in the points there. So, he's still young. He's still only a 64 overall rated driver. He's still doing pretty good for the car that he's in. So, we won't take too much away from that. But I really would have liked for both of them to finish in the points. But that was the Austrian Grand Prix, guys. Tune back in next time when we are at France. We have 2 more races. 3 more races? 2 more races until we're allowed to develop the car and we stop getting hit with grid penalties, although I don't really know because the car is still really quick, so we might extend those grid penalties out for the rest of the season. But if you think I've earned it, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Stay tuned for more. Remember to eat your bok choy. I'll see you guys in the next one.